Hello and welcome to episode 5 of This is Hudson.
The dude in the closet. Two dudes, one closet.
And that's Josh.
Yeah, I'm Josh.
Dudes in the Closet.
Dudes in the Closet podcast. Yeah, so I've got an apology to make.
Yes, you do.
And by apology, I'm going to completely shift the blame off of myself and place it on our terrible situation. Because the quality in episode 3, as we all know, our current lowest rated episode ever, spiked horrifically downward. It was just a spiraling disaster of quality. And, you know, for that, I deeply apologize.
I thought you were going to shift the blame to me, and I was about to flip the table over in a drunken rage.
Yeah, no, definitely a problem with our situation a bit, given that we're poor and recording this on the most expensive piece of equipment that we own, which is to say, the microphone, and that's it.
Yes, sir.
So, this episode, we've actually changed locations to, you know, a different place. Still not in a closet.
But still proud members of the Oklahoma Patriots Network.
So, I mean, just theoretically speaking, if this episode also sounds like trash, let it be known, it's because the acoustics in this room aren't great due to its unusual layout.
It is layout. We call this the garbage room. Josh just referred to it as the shit box.
I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty close to functionally a closet.
Well, yeah, it kind of is. We're in Josh's house right now, and something funny about Josh is that he has his own room, but he also has the garbage dimension, and that's where he spends most of his time outside of his room in this beautiful space. Now, Josh, let's talk over some of the decor in here. What's your favorite piece of shit in here?
My favorite piece? Oh gosh, the favorite piece of shit. I got a big box of Nerf guns.
He does.
I'm a big fan of Nerf guns and also Bionicles. Bionicles, they left far too soon. I was a big fan of the OG Bionicle lore back in the day. I still am, you know.
One time I looked up Bionicle lore. I was curious. It was all devised from one dude. I forget his name, but it was one dude, and he wrote the whole Bionicle thing.
The entire dude.
I do know that they got in trouble because they were using Maori, so like the native people of New Zealand.
They were using a lot of influence.
It wasn't just influence. It was like they were actually just pulling words and stuff. Which you can see that why that would be a little bit offensive with his Bionicles.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we do a little offending the Maori. Look, it's historically it's not gone very well for people who've offended the Maori.
That's true, except I guess for the settlers of New Zealand.
Yeah, I mean, you know what happens? The British Empire shows up, and then the Maori get shelled for 2 weeks, and then they roll into the fort and get shotgunned to death because the Maori survived the artillery strikes.
Yeah, God. No, the Maori are really cool in the game Civilization 6.
Oh, yeah. You
can play as the Maori, and so they're Polynesian people. You can start in the ocean, which is like a really unique thing, and you gain a bunch of points and shit.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Your spawn is...
You spawn in the ocean, which for this game is really strange. Usually, it's a game where you, if you don't know what Civ 6 is, or the Civ series, you basically create your own civilization, and every group has their own perks.
Yeah, there's a lot of major civilizations. There's Russia, America,
all the white ones, and then they have the Zulu too.
Yeah, and they have the Incas.
The Incas are really cool. You get to be mountain boys.
Yeah, Montezuma.
Josh,
yeah,
what is your favorite mountain you've ever been on?
Ooh, my favorite mountain. Well, aside from Turkey Mountain, which is not a mountain and not my favorite, honestly, oh gosh, I went to the Grand Tetons recently.
Grand Teton? Oh, in South Dakota?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where they are?
I don't know. You were there, dude. Tetons?
They aren't in South Dakota, are they?
I think they are.
They might be in South Dakota.
You were there?
I might be completely delusional. I mean, look, I haven't been on Mount Rushmore, so...
I don't think you're allowed on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, no, I technically haven't been on the Great Tetons either, but I did see them. They're very cool.
Oh, nice.
Probably top mountain. That or the Dolomites over there in Italia.
But Josh, we've been on a big mountain.
Yeah.
Did you not like that one?
That was a good mountain.
Pikes Peak.
Pikes Peak. A lot of not oxygen at the top of Pikes Peak.
You know, I have some friends right now who are visiting Colorado, and I asked if they were going to Pikes Peak, and they said no because I forgot the reason. But they do have like a 8-month-old baby.
Somebody's got asthma.
Probably not a good idea.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, Pikes Peak. It's a great time if you want to spend 20 minutes up there and then get a splitting headache.
Well, I didn't even feel it until I was in the gift shop up there.
That gift shop is terrible. If you're outside, it's nice.
I didn't notice. I don't remember anything in the gift shop. All I remember is that all of a sudden,
oxygen, no brain.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And there's chipmunks out there, and they don't seem to mind the no oxygen.
Well, no, because they've got adaptations.
Yeah,
they're adapted to that sort of thing.
Oh, you know, there's people with those kind of adaptations too.
Well, yeah, I mean, you spend enough time up there in the mountains, and eventually it stops being a problem.
People who live, native people to the Pyrenees Mountains, they have like huge lungs.
Oh, really?
And big hearts.
Ooh.
Yeah, gotta pump that blood. Gotta get them oxygen, baby.
We do like to get them oxygen.
I do like to suck the oxygen out of... Well, actually, I mean, the air's not... That's where it's oxygen. I don't think that the air quantity actually has that much oxygen. There's a lot of other stuff in there that's important that we just don't talk about.
What? Our air, generally? Yeah, it's a lot of carbon and nitrogen and...
They put, like, a hamster or a guinea pig into a cylinder that was pure oxygen, and it died pretty quickly.
Yeah, no, you can't have pure oxygen. It's not very good for you. You can. It's just you're gonna get oxygen poisoning probably if you're huffing straight oxygen for a long period of time. You know.
Yeah. Have you ever been poisoned, Josh?
Have I ever been poisoned?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but you know, not like it depends.
Like we're talking about food poisoning here.
Food poisoning, absolutely. I've been food poisoned before.
Yeah.
I've gotten a little bit of that bacterium.
Let me tell you what. I got some advice for the audience here. Do not eat spoiled tortellini. It was in my fridge. I didn't notice. I was hungry. I chomped that boy.
You've got to be careful because life tip for all you nerds that are not aware of how food works.
Oklahoma Patriots.
If you have leftovers, you shouldn't probably eat them past a week. Like, they will go bad.
I don't know.
It depends on the leftovers, but you've got to kind of be careful about that sort of thing.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of disgusting. Ah! I dropped something. Anyway, yeah, no. I'm like, my stomach's made of steel. Nothing. But the tortellini,
that destroyed you.
It didn't destroy me. My body was like, are you insane? Are you out of your mind?
Are you absolutely delusional? You've eaten a rancid tortellini. We expressly forbid you.
Immediately just upchucked all of it.
Oh.
Just have that image in your head of me just over a toilet. It was very matter of fact. My body's like, no.
Hosing the tortellini. Yeah. Hey, you know, we all barf a little.
But I wasn't hungry anymore.
After you barfed?
Yep.
Yeah, I know. Body goes...
Mission accomplished.
Not hungry.
Probably not good for future aspects.
Get that closer to the mic. Give our good viewers some ASMR.
Welcome to the Oklahoma Patriots ASMR podcast. That's not the name of the fucking podcast. We're dudes in the closet.
Yeah.
Can I click my tongue on here?
There's
a Taylor spike. I like it.
No, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get demonetized if we do that.
ASMR's allowed on YouTube.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure YouTube demonetizes videos with mouth sounds.
YouTube demonetizes videos with views.
It's true. It's fair. You do have to be monetized in the first place for YouTube to demonetize. And we don't make any money off of this because, you know, we're, I don't know, Stupid.
We'll put our Venmos in the description.
Should we put together a Patreon?
If you don't want me to be eating any more rancid tortellini, let us know in the comments.
I guess we can't. I guess we can't use Patreon because Patreon sucks now, huh?
I don't know anything about Patreon. I don't make money. I live on the streets. I eat my tortellini. I do my ASMR. It's a simple living.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, I bet it pays terribly.
Speaking of terrible,
yeah,
let's talk about facial hair for a second.
Oh, facial hair. I am an expert in having facial hair.
Not really.
No, I'm not. I have facial hair, you know.
You got the scrubbage going on, like some hedges that need to be just trimmed.
Yeah, I get pretty bad neck beard personally.
Neck beard.
Shut the fuck. Yeah. No, I get a pretty bad neck beard personally, but that's just how it be sometimes, you know?
No, you're good, bro. I mean, I could definitely see the foundation of something beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, for me, I'm cursed with the genetics of my family, which means that the only point, like, when I'll start growing facial hair will coincide immediately with me balding. So...
That's concerning. So you're gonna have the whole beard, bald head vibe?
Yeah, I'm gonna be Walter White.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna make meth in my closet. We already do that. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so
Meth.
What? We do have a lot of meth.
Demonetized. We need to make money, guys. Tell us in the comments how you like your meth.
Fried?
I personally like mine steamed.
Ooh, steamed. Very classy.
Speaking of steamed, Josh.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're aware of the classic video, Steamed Hams.
Yes.
So there's another YouTuber you guys should check out. His name is JJ McCullough.
Oh yeah. Are we advertising our competition now?
He's not competition. He's a good guy.
We don't compete with anybody because we're on the bottom of the barrel. We have no peers.
Welcome to the bottom 1% of YouTube, baby. Yeah. You're spending time with us. You're probably also eating rotten tortellini on the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Steamed Hams.
Yeah.
He did like a whole like run. It's like Steamed Hams, but everything is overanalyzed. And so he gave the context to everything. I want to go to upstate New York.
I've been to upstate New York.
You've been?
Yeah.
Where?
I went to visit Cornell University.
Oh, in Utica?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Superintendent Chalmers is from Utica.
Yeah. I went and ate some banh mi.
Banh mi?
In Utica.
Is that how it's pronounced?
I don't know.
What is banh mi?
Isn't it like Vietnamese?
Oh, it's definitely not pronounced like that.
Shit.
I don't know how it's pronounced.
It's the sandwiches, though.
Like and subscribe if you're Vietnamese.
Like and subscribe if you know how to pronounce banh mi.
Tell us in the comments. It's probably banh mi.
Can you put the phonetic spelling in the comments?
You can just look. I don't have my phone.
Fine,
I said look it up.
Well, look. Okay.
Can you?
Yeah, you're gonna have to keep the people occupied while I look this.
I got some pho recently. Lord, that shit is good.
Ooh, pho.
Pho. Yeah. Fun times were had. Okay, you got it. Let's see pronunciation.
They're not going to be able to hear it, but we will listen.
I will transcribe what is being said.
All right, let's listen here. All right. I mean, I'll transcribe. I got the earbud in.
Oh, that's. I can't hear what it is.
It's absolutely banh mi.
It's banh mi?
It's banh mi.
Let's go.
All right, so let it be known, I am not wrong. I did have banh mi in Utica.
When I heard banh mi, it just reminded me of like American ways of pronouncing things, like Iran.
Yeah.
I did run.
Yeah.
Very hard, very fast.
Like cappuccino, tortellini,
cappuccino.
Yeah. American ways to pronounce things.
Iraq.
Lasagna.
Is that not how it's pronounced?
No, that is how it's pronounced.
Okay, what the fuck? Bruh. Imagine if Italy, it's lasagna.
It's not lasagna. GN is nyeh.
Why are some things so hard to frickin' spell, dude?
Well, we don't have a really phonetic alphabet.
But the French did this.
Yeah,
So
the French did some of it.
for example, Louisiana. What the hell?
Oh, Louisiana? I mean, I can spell it just fine. It's just there's a lot of...
Spell it right now.
Louisiana.
I didn't write it down. I need to... You have a time... Oh, that's a toothpick. Never mind.
Come on. It's Louis I Anna. It's easy to remember.
It's like Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
I'm just imagining Wednesday if it was pronounced how it was spelled.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. No? Wendsday.
It's not spelled like that.
I know it is. I'm just saying, why can't it be spelled that way?
I think a long time ago, somebody came up with the terrible idea of spelling everything wrong.
Was that
It was like the Scottish. It was like Scottish Wikipedia.
No, wasn't it the dictionary?
Huh?
Freaking not the Oxford Dictionary. Webster. Because he was like, he wanted American language to have their own
quirks.
Yeah, it had to be distinctive. And
right.
So he changed things that people were just like, okay.
He changed the E's a lot.
That's what happens when you're the first person to do like a real dictionary. I mean, they had dictionaries before, but they weren't comprehensive like Webster's was, where they went through every word.
Webster really made it happen. Webster is one of the reasons why the English language is the way it is. It has so many little idiosyncrasies.
Oh, American English. But I have a question for you.
There is no other English. What are you talking about?
English?
Britain isn't a real country. I disregard everything that came from
there.
Bro,
Britain straight up might not be a country pretty soon. Not to offend my my Rain Island listeners, but we got England, Scotland. I mean, they're really just big dicking it out there. Really don't want to be part of that country anymore.
Yeah.
A lot of people, SNP, big strong. Then you have the whole Ireland situation, which is just, obviously not fun. But with all the EU stuff, they might have open border. They're trying to figure out the border stuff. You have more Sinn Féin. You know what Sinn Féin is?
What?
Sinn Féin?
No.
Sinn Féin is or Sinn Féin. I don't know how to pronounce it.
What is it?
It's the party that was like the IRA.
Oh yeah.
It's like the not violent version of it. Well, it's the parliamentarian version, and if you're elected in Northern Ireland Sinn Féin, they do not go to Parliament. They just refuse to go.
Oh, so they're just like anti-establishment.
No, they're anti-Britain. They're pro-Ireland unification.
Oh, so they're like Britain? Ha.
Fuck that.
Okay. Bueno.
Yeah, so that might happen.
I don't like Britain either.
And then Wales, oh my god. I mean, the Welsh, politically quite aligned with England, but they have their own, unique language, and they have their own stuff going on. I love their flag. Have you seen the Welsh flag?
I probably have.
It's a dragon.
Oh.
It's like a red... Look it up right now.
Okay. Well, we're going off on a tangent again to look at the Welsh flag.
That's all this show is, Josh. We should rename it Tangent Show. With your host, Garbage Tortellini Man.
Tortellini vomit. That is a flag of Wales.
That is like a really cool flag, dude.
Okay, it does have a dragon on it.
And it has the white and the green, like a mince you'd get at a restaurant.
White and the green, the dragon in the middle? Yeah.
It's the white, the green, and the dragon represents the diarrhea I'll have later.
Bueno.
Welcome to Wales.
White is tortellini, green is vomit.
Just you hear really patriotic music in the background.
Oh man! All right, so on the list of things we've got to wrap up from last episode, how about the bombing of Cambodia?
Oh God, what about it?
What's the lore, my man?
the lore behind it?
You've got to tell me the lore about these things. I'm not a history nerd, so I'm always very confused when Hudson brings up an obscure reference.
Yeah, I do. It's half because it can't help it, because it's part of my personality, and half because I like to feel smarter than other people, so I just bring up things that no one really has to know.
Yeah.
Esoteric stuff. But yeah, all you really need to know on our end here in the U.S. is that Kissinger, you know who Kissinger is?
Henry Kissinger.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about Henry Kissinger last time.
Oh, okay.
Just a little bit.
I don't remember anything from last week.
Yeah. That was actually 2 weeks ago for our audio listeners.
All I'm saying, Henry Kissinger, the world would be a better place when he goes... Bye-bye. Henry Kissinger is dead.
Poggers.
Yeah, but no. Anthony Bourdain. We talked about Anthony Bourdain, didn't we?
We did talk a little bit about Anthony Bourdain.
Man.
Anthony Bourdain was a real Chad.
You know what Anthony Bourdain would think?
About?
He would think this podcast is garbage.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't ever listen to it within his lifetime.
Well, he's dead now, so...
Yeah.
He won't.
Was that the dream?
I don't know, man.
To reach the ears of Anthony Bourdain?
Anthony Bourdain... They need to tear down all the Confederate statues, replace it with Anthony Bourdain, Dolly Parton, and, like, Veggie Tales.
I think you're gonna miss some people on the last one.
Veggie Tales?
Oh, everyone... okay.
I could totally see, like Bob the Tomato and, like, a big gray hat with, like, the sword.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a good move.
I just like to see it.
Yeah, no, it's some classic Christian media right there.
I was traumatized by
VeggieTales,
the IRL VeggieTales show.
Oh,
because they had arms and legs.
Oh, you're talking about like the stage show,
like the Branson, like Silver Dollar City.
Yeah, wacky.
And they didn't talk. It's like, this is, why are you even doing? I guess it's for babies. I was like 8. If you're a baby and you see that, you're cool because you don't understand what arms are. Really. But when you're 8 years old, you meet Bob the Tomato, and he has arms and legs, and he doesn't talk. That's horrifying. Just stay on my TV. Don't come to my realm. You have no place here. Bob the Tomato. Should that be the name of this podcast?
Confederate Bob the Tomato. Oh gosh, it's not a bad gig, you know. We had a little bit of a hiccup in our recording process because we got absolutely slammered last weekend and couldn't record. So. Oh
yeah, Josh took good care of me. It was like 2 a.m. I was delirious, basically. And I was like, I need to go to sleep. And Josh was like, cool. There, buddy.
Yeah.
How long did the party last after that? I heard Grant screaming my name. Grant's one of Josh's roommates. I heard him screaming my name like half an hour later.
Man, I don't know. I was up pretty late. I think I went to bed at like 5 a.m. anyway.
Jeez.
Yeah, but I mean, I was still screwing around the next day, so no big deal.
By screwing around, I drove home.
Oh, yeah, the old 2-hour drive.
Oh, by the way, so, important news for the podcast. I'm going to be in a swamp for a couple weeks. In Florida. We're leaving the good place and we're entering the bad place.
Yawn sometime in the near future, which means we're gonna have to record the super podcast.
We're gonna have. Should we do like a live? We should do a live part.
A live part.
Yes, we should. I know that YouTube does it. We could totally do like a live podcast.
We could do a live podcast
in the middle of the day when everyone's working and no one can listen.
On a Wednesday.
On the Wednesday.
The Wednesday.
4 hours.
I'm not doing that.
Of us talking.
Look, we could theoretically...
about things.
We could theoretically do a YouTube live and actually record and then, divide it up into episodes in post, but it would be funnier if we just did a brick of podcast and then didn't do anything for 4 weeks afterward.
We'll have to take breaks though. I mean, y'all don't understand how tiring this is. I'm exhausted. I'm on the floor, gasping for air from talking with this guy for 24 minutes.
Pouring sweat, just absolutely wrecked.
Absolutely craving some porridge. You didn't hear that, but Josh's stomach just went.
Yeah, look, okay, we eat a little breakfast. Wasn't rancid tortellini, so we're gonna
It
be
wasn't
alright.
this time.
Yeah, there's a good breakfast place in town. I'm a big fan of breakfast food. Oh, look, cooking segment. Hey, breakfast food?
Nice segue.
I've got to say, people that eat hash browns are objectively wrong.
Fuck you.
Home fries are the superior breakfast potato orientation.
They're both good.
Yeah, but home fries are
I'm
better.
pretty much okay with any potatoes in any form.
That's fair, but home fries are better. Now,
Why? Explain your argument. Lay out some reasoning here.
more potato per capita, less hash. Anyway, how about this? Pancake or waffle?
It's funny because I eat pancakes more, but I think waffles are actually better. Pancakes are just like, we don't have a waffle fryer at my house, but we do got the pancake thing. Pancake
griddle.
Pancake griddle. Let's go.
I personally prefer pancakes, usually because waffles are less cakey and more kind of mealy. You know,
Mealy?
They're thicker. They're more dense. They're much more.
I kind of like the flakes. Waffle flakes. That could be a cereal.
Waffle flakes? Are you talking about? Didn't they have a waffle cereal, a waffle themed cereal? Didn't they have an Eggo cereal?
There is an Eggo cereal. Apparently, it's really good.
I do hear the Eggo cereal is really good, but
I do have a secret about that. My family never got Eggos, so I might have had an Eggo like once in my life. I think I've had an Eggo like once or twice in my life, but that's it.
I've eaten quite a few Eggos in my day. I do like a good toaster waffle. That's false. I don't like a toaster waffle. But you know, if you need to eat cheap,
I'm telling you what, the main times I get waffles is when I'm at a Hotel 6 and they have the free breakfast.
the motel.
Hotel, motel, Saturday night, dude. Hotel 8 waffles.
It's Motel 6.
Motel 6, Hotel 8?
No, wait.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
Super 8 and Motel
Ah.
6.
Isn't there one called Hotel something?
No. There's
Hotel California?
Yeah, Hotel California.
With the free waffles!
Yeah. You know?
Victory is ours!
There is. Yeah.
Yeah. I just bit the paper. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, you've been fooling with that what is that, a straw wrapper?
I'm not sure what this is. I just kind of picked it up.
I think it's a receipt. It's far removed from a receipt now.
Can I read it? Let's see. Oh yeah, it's a receipt.
I'm the best.
It says, this is my receipt.
Oh wow, you brought your receipt with you from the breakfast place.
I agree. Total on my card. Yeah, no, it's broken.
It's torn in multiple places.
But I can paste it back to...
All right. So let me get your opinion on this, Hudson.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm just putting this receipt back together. Go ahead.
You like coffee?
No.
Oh yeah.
It rips through my stomach like nothing else, man. The coffee hits my stomach and it's like the Blitzkrieg, bro. Not good.
Oh yeah. Does it just plow through? Does it?
It immediately it's like, oh, it's time to shit water is what it's time to do.
It's time to make like the Soviets in winter, salt the earth, retreat to St. Petersburg. If St. Petersburg is...
I'm trying to think of a good retort to that. I don't know. But anyway, the only time I really ever drink coffee is if you get the complimentary coffee, like at church. And, I mean, come on now. Come on. It's free.
He's a fine gentleman who appropriates goth culture by drinking Monster Energy.
I appropriate boomer culture. I only drink the silver ones.
You only drink the white ones.
Yeah.
What does that say about you?
They do taste really good, though. I sometimes want to drink it, even though I stop myself because potent.
I hate energy drinks. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't like them.
I tried the cherry Coke energy drink yesterday.
Ooh, cherry Coke.
They put the cocaine back in there
For the energy.
Yes, and also for the high.
Yeah.
Woo! Man, doing those drive-ups was a fun time. I work at a grocery store, and we get to take bags out. So they just started selling alcohol. You could take out alcohol. So really, no one has any reason to go in the store physically anymore.
Right.
You could just do the pick. Oh man, I need to try it sometime. I always just do my shopping myself. But
yeah. Well, I mean, the apocalypse. Whenever the podcast was conceived, we were high apocalypse back like a whole year ago.
Man.
But of course, we never started recording because somebody lost the microphone.
Hey!
It was you. So, but in high apocalypse, and it is still high apocalypse because now we don't have any gasoline and people are, filling their cars with plastic bags that are going to dissolve and blow up. But that's fine. When are people going to learn that plastic is soluble in gasoline?
I just, Americans make me happy.
Yeah.
Because every time I think I'm stupid, I just go to the headlines and bada bing, bada boom. At least I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Oh no, a gender reveal burned down the majority of California. Oh, a ransomware attack on a major pipeline has shut down the oil.
It's so funny how no one has heard of this major infrastructure that's like super important for the United States until it gets hacked.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, that's the thing. That's the whole purpose of modern infrastructure is to, like, never remind you that it's there,
What a freaking coup, though, having a private company be in charge of so much important infrastructure within the United States.
Yeah, but I mean, get this. The city of Tulsa got hit by a ransomware attack recently.
Oh, right, they did?
Yeah.
For what?
Just ransomware. They're like,
but
haha.
For just the city, or was it something specific?
The city, yeah. I don't remember if it was something specific, but basically the difference is that the federal government is not getting involved in the Colonial Pipeline ransomware, but the ransomware hits the city of Tulsa, and the mayor of Tulsa goes, track them down, find them, right? I don't get it. We
gotta tell you, folks, our mayor. He's kind of like a nerdy look. He's a cool guy, right?
Short dude,
big circle glasses. Just to the idea of him being like, find them,
kill them all.
They will pay for their insolence.
Yeah.
How dare they try to ransom the good city of Tulsa, Oklahoma, population 475,000.
Is it?
Somewhere around there.
Somewhere in there.
The metro has 1 million people.
But the city itself doesn't.
No. The metro is bigger than the city, my friend.
Yeah, you gotta consider Owasso.
Owasso. Man. I was in Owasso recently, and I saw this person walking around. A hot mom from Owasso.
Owasso Mill.
Owasso, more like Milfville, am I right?
Whoa.
You got Milfville, you got Methville, which is Sand Springs. So there's this town called Glenpool outside of Tulsa that their slogan is "We made Tulsa famous," and it's because they found the first oil there was found in Glenpool.
That's why it's called Glenpool.
Yes,
it's because the oil was called the Glenpool.
It's just shit. It's garbage.
We got a monster oil culture around here.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Oil refineries. We used to be, Tulsa, back in the day, was the oil capital of the world. Back in the 20s. Which is interesting. It's actually the centennial of the Tulsa Race Massacre, which also happened in the 20s.
Yeah, we do talk a little bit about the Tulsa Race Massacre, so.
Yeah, they never, I don't know. It's really strange, because when they teach you in school, like, they'll teach you about the Race Massacre, and they'll teach you about all the fun Art Deco stuff. Whoa!
Coronavirus.
About all the fun Art Deco stuff in the 1920s with the oil capital of the world, and you don't ever, like, cross the T's there, and you're like, wait, this happened at the exact same time.
Yeah, no, it's the Art Deco stuff is very bougie, very pretty, very nice, very good, enjoyable. But
you know what else was enjoyable and nice? Black Wall Street, and then first people firebombed that. They took airplanes and they firebombed it.
Yeah.
And since then, I mean, it's really unfortunate. Tulsa's still like a segregated city, pretty much. I mean, North Tulsa, where that is still mostly African American, and it was wiped out. It's never recovered.
Yeah, no.
It's man, hate to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Hate to see it. But yeah, it's a centennial. It's pretty interesting. So Oklahoma, red state. Our governor, Mr. Kevin Stitt, was kicked off the Massacre Centennial Commission. You know why?
Why?
Because he signed legislation about critical race theory, about them not being it. So we go to OU. They have this initiative. There's a lot of racist incidents like every year. Something happens.
Oh yeah, we do have a lot of racists over there.
And so they were going to do, and it seemed like our training wasn't going to work, and so they were going to make us do a mandatory course.
Yeah.
And the Oklahoma legislature stepped in and said no.
Right.
And Kevin Stitt signed that, and so he was kicked off the Centennial Board.
Right. But I mean, I don't know. That might have been a good thing.
No, the law?
Well, I mean, it's definitely a good thing that he got kicked off the board because obviously, it's like nobody.
What are you doing?
Not a lot of people care about Kevin Stitt, but
I care about him. So we have a friend. So I won't mention his name, but Mr. Kevin Stitt's from our town, from this area. And we had a friend who went to church with him. They had like a church study over here, Mr. Governor Stitt. And his dad came to pick him up from this study. And Kevin Stitt was like, "You want to try these beans?"
Yo, Kevin Stitt does do barbecue.
He make beans. And the dad was like, "No, thank you." He was like, "No, really. Try my beans." Oh. I've lost the paper. Here we go. The bit is over. I'm not doing... Hold on. Bean time. Okay, now that's it. It's over.
I doubt that the bit is over. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm very cringe pilled. So we're gonna... You're probably gonna hear that about 7 more times.
Look, I thought
before we're over.
I thought the Oklahoma Patriots podcast bit was going to end.
These are the only jokes. Just recycling. Like you'll probably start seeing some patterns here, folks. If they
haven't already seen patterns, we've talked about wakeboarding more times than I can count.
How high can you count?
2.
1, 2. What else do you want? Math is fake.
No,
it's fake.
No,
it's all in your head.
Okay.
What the hell is counting? Just guess.
Engineering? No. We do it by sheer muscle memory alone.
Return to monkey, live in caves.
I don't want to live in a cave.
I would love to live in a cave.
I mean, I would. I'd survive in a cave. You wouldn't love it, I'm sure.
No internet. You have to go back to the old-fashioned memes. on the cave wall.
Painting? Yeah.
I'm just seeing, like, SpongeGar.
Oh. Boy, no.
Is there any, like, horny cave paintings from back then? You see a lot of animals and, like, hunting animals and stuff. But do you see any, like, the sinning?
Nah, but you do see some, like, Venus statues.
Venus statues?
Venus statues.
But that would be later during, like, the Roman period.
No.
Venus as in the star? The planet?
No, not Venus as in the planet. I mean, Venus is in... okay, so they use... I'm pretty sure they use... I might be wrong. Basically right. It's one of the love god versions, right?
Yeah.
To describe a common theme... archaeologically, like across the entire archaeological record in almost any place with human habitation, where they will find so they will find statues that are of vaguely female in form and are thick, real thick, right?
It reminds me of those freaking fertility statues.
Yeah, they're those
with like the gigantic cock.
No, well, not that, but like the female version of that.
Are you googling it?
So that you can see what I mean. Look.
Oh,
these.
No, it's the same thing. I mean,
Yeah, these are super common everywhere.
look at that one.
Yeah. These are Venus statues, very common, very very common. So you see that in a lot of places, you know.
It makes you think like those Venus statues were like really thick. Like people who were fat back in the ancient days, that means you were luxurious.
You were rich.
You were
like
having a good time.
Picture this. 4000 BC in Sumeria, and you have enough grain to get fucking thick as fuck. Yo, you're a legend right there.
Grain man.
The grain man. You go, I have maize.
Would you like to sell me the maize for 5 plates?
They didn't have maize in Sumeria.
Yeah, what the hell? That's Central America, silly.
Yeah, they didn't have maize in Sumeria.
They do got the wheat though.
They had wheat, they had rice, right? Did they have rice in Sumeria?
I don't know. I'm not a Sumeria expert.
I'm not a
You'll have to ask my boy
Abraham,
formerly Abram of Ur.
That was a Sumeria time.
You know, it's interesting, Noah, you talk about Noah's Ark, about the floods and stuff. Mesopotamia, the Tigris and the Euphrates, they got flooded all the time.
Yeah.
And so these myths surrounding flooding was a very common theme there.
Oh, yeah,
and
absolutely.
So
it's because so many early cultures had to live near rivers because that was the best place for fertility.
Irrigation.
Yeah.
Figure that out. What's your favorite? Before we leave the show, we got one more question for you, Josh, and for our loyal listeners. What's your favorite ancient river civilization?
Oh, my favorite ancient river civilization. You know, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna say, I really do like a good Sumeria.
Really?
I do.
I mean, the ziggurats were just really cool.
Ziggurats, dope. Also, Sumeria, they didn't have like a warlike society at all. They had early trade. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah.
You know,
they would shit talk each other with the cuneiforms.
Yeah. And
the
Sumerians also had trade with peoples in like, ancient East Asia, and also maybe even the Etruscans, which is dope. And I love the Etruscans.
Really?
Yeah.
The Sumerians did?
Yeah, the Etruscans have been around since like 6000 BC.
Aren't the Etruscans like from Italy?
Yeah.
That's a long way to go.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a bit of a basic bitch. I do like me some Egypt.
Egypt is very respectable. We like Egypt.
Yeah, I do like Egypt. No offense to any stands of the Indus Valley or the Yangtze River civilization.
I mean, I might be completely screwing up my Sumeria facts. I'm going to be honest.
You probably are. Someone's going to come back here when you're doing something important. They're going to be like, they had no idea.
I took one semester of intro to archaeology. You cannot get on my case about this. I do like Sumeria though.
Do you ever think about how with the internet, a lot of our lives, like we're seeing them now, but they're going to be lost forever? Like there's gonna be an actual gap in the archaeological sphere because so much is being put on digital.
Well, I mean that's kind of the problem with
cyber.
That's kind of the problem with the computer revolution is that there's less of a focus. Everyone's got to become a part of the machine. That's the problem. Is that we no longer live meaningful lives because we're forced to continually contribute to a society that disregards us and considered us alone for our efficiency.
Well, you know what they say about the consequences of the Industrial Revolution on the human race. You can look up that quote yourself.
Yeah,
the Unabomber. Anyway. Uno bomber. Uno, bitch. I'm Hudson.
And I'm Josh.
And remember to
always wash your hands.
Goodbye.
Don't eat rancid tortellini.
Maybe.
Arrivederci.
Get the fuck out of here.